Hi, welcome to Wag's Cancer Journey. I'm Wags. This is my cancer journey. 24th of April, early morning. Sun's starting to come up here in southern Wisconsin. Just a quick update, let everybody know how my week had went, the number of appointments I had, and what went on. And then what I've got going on here in the near future. And we'll get up to date. How I'm feeling, how I'm dealing and coping with everything I've got to cope with. Monday, pretty uneventful. Been on the medicine about 10 days, so it's too early to tell results. I mean, this is a marathon, not a sprint. I know I don't have marathon time, but this is not a miracle drug. You know, we're not taking care of the common cold or a flu that's got to run its course for 3 to 5 days and you'll be back on your feet. So a lot of people have reached out with concern, and again, as always, I thank everybody that reaches out with concern. But there's not a fix for this, and there's definitely not a fast fix for this. We're trying to slow the water down, turn the spigot off a little bit. It's not just a on-off. There's a lot of turns to it. So I started taking the medicine. It doesn't really affect me. I think just the fact that it's chemo in a pill, it's the easiest way to describe it. And I've taken, it's putting stuff in your body that isn't normally there. So it takes a little bit for your body to get adjusted to that. And that's the phase I'm in now. So I've had a pretty active week. Monday was pretty uneventful. Just piddled around, mowed some grass. Excuse me. I got my coffee. And then Tuesday I went in for a biopsy on my neck, and bandages still there. Mainly just, it'll come off today. They didn't want dirt to get in there. They went in and took 3 spots of the cancer. They abstracted it, and again, now, and they did a beginning, now this, and the tumor was bigger than it was 10 days ago when they did the first biopsy. 2 weeks ago at the most, they did a biopsy. In those 2 weeks, the tumor was bigger. As soon as the lady that did the ultrasound put the gel and put that on there to, put pressure, I could feel that it was bigger. It has definitely grown. And then they went in, they took 3 biopsies. I don't know if one of them is for Benny the mouse or not. I know they're injecting him with the same cancer. Poor little guy. And then I went and did another full eye exam. I don't know how, but somehow my eyes went from 2016 to 2013. Vision, everything was good. My pressures on my eyeballs went down. And we think a lot of that may have to do with the fact that my blood pressure was a lot lower. I don't know if it's just why or how, but it was a little lower, and that might have lowered the pressure in my eye, but only 15, 20, I can't get over 21. Well, I can, but 21 starts to show glaucoma, and they don't want that. So, everything is good for the study. And again, we're doing this study for hopefully your grandkids when they get to be my age or our age or whoever's watching this, the tens of people. We're hoping that they'll have answers for this stuff. I mean, I realize, it's a study. And again, the study shows that it could slow down or even reduce the size of the tumors. But things got to get in your body before that happens. So Tuesday was pretty busy. Of course, it was a beautiful sunny day in southern Wisconsin and just killed my eyes. So it felt like I was doing a little bit of welding without a helmet. Late Tuesday into Wednesday. Wednesday was a big day. I had an appointment right away at 7:30 in the morning at UW for labs, and they took blood and did labs, which turned out fantastic. My labs were very good. My plate count, my red blood cell count, everything was right where they wanted to be. These are all good things. These are all positive things that are going on. Then from there, we went and sat down, and I got to meet for the first time, as I did have video visit with her the first time. The second video, this visit was in person. I got to meet my oncologist, Dr. Bruce, and she is amazing, along with the person that's running this study. And Dr. Bruce will tell you that this woman is the boss, and that's Catherine, and she's running this study and helping out with everything. And I'm telling you, I mean, it's really good. They're really doing a good job answering questions. I bet you they asked me 10 times if I had any more questions, and we came up with some stuff, but it was pretty minor. For instance, the chemo I have to go through, is this a lose your hair chemo? I mean, I don't have much now, and it's not. So we asked that. We asked a few other questions, but there was really no concerns there. Everything went really fine. She takes a lot of notes. She has one of those recorders that just records everything, puts it into notes. So we're all on the same page, and things have been working out real well with that. So then from there, we went and did chemo, my first chemo. And this is not the cisplatin chemo that I had the first time. They brought in the great big bag and the white gowns like they were handling, something from NASA. They didn't do any of that. This bag was this big. It's all bigger the IV bag was. They put it in my IV where they did labs, because they left that in. And half-hour infusion, they call it. It was a half-hour infusion. This isn't the same type chemo. This is more of the amino stuff. Good chemo. It's not supposed to have a lot of side effects. People find that they're tired and a little wore out, but other than that, they really don't have a lot of nausea. They did give me medicine, though, if I do get nausea. But this chemo pills, there's more nausea with that than there is the bag so far. Slight headache. I had a slight headache leaving the hospital Wednesday, and it remained. So then we come home Wednesday, and then I went to Darlington and I did my DOT physical. And my primary doctor got me set up. She questioned it. And I said, I don't know if I'm ever going to get back to driving, but I know I want to. And I know if I don't get my CDL and I let it expire, I feel like I'm giving up. Never quit. We fight. That's how we win. And that is how we die. We don't quit. So she was like, yep, I get it. And everything was great. My blood pressure was good. Everything went as normal. And of course, she only did me for a year because of the cancer. And then she leaves it up to me and my employer whether or not, you know, I'm well enough to drive. I mean, in her opinion, she doesn't think I should drive anymore, but she understands that even though this is going on, a guy still has to make a living because total fight with Mutual of Omaha every month to be paid. They're just so incompetent and drop the ball on everything. Don't send forms in correctly, get them rejected, never reach back out to me to do it. So the stress level with all this is absolutely out of this world. And they don't care. They say things like, well, yeah, but can't you drive? Well, yeah, of course I could drive. Do you really want me in a semi next to grandma being told I've got, 12 to 15 months if everything goes well and I'm having a bad day and she's on her way to bingo? Not right now. Better let me absorb this a little bit before I jump back out there behind the wheel. But yeah, it's just cancer, right? Yeah, my heart's fine. Liver and kidneys take a little bit of beating. They tell me to drink lots of water, so I run it through the coffee pot in the morning and the water, and I drink coffee, and then in the evenings I get my water shipped in from Colorado, and it's in the form of a Coors Light. And I have a couple of them, and that helps me sleep a little better at night when I do sleep. But I'm not stopping now. I mean, damage is done. So that was Wednesday. Phone starts ringing Thursday, and they want me to come in today and start with radiation. And I'm like, nope, not doing it, not today. So Monday, I'm going in. I had had enough for the week, folks. I mean, I had just had enough. I got plans to maybe go camping tonight. So, I just didn't, it was not a pleasant experience when they did my throat. But the first one they have to do is they have to go in and map this out. And they're going to make a mask, I'm guessing, that would go over my chest. And then you go in the tube and you got a lot of, you're really cocooned. And so you got to be super still. So they really strap you in there, and you can't, it wasn't a pleasant experience. I had tapped the first time, and you can go back and watch that episode. That was, don't want to go through that again. I definitely didn't want to do it on a Friday. So I'm going in Monday. We're going to do that. And then I have a feeling Tuesday they'll do what they have to do to get things pinpointed with the computers. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's only going to be 3 sessions, but they're going to be a longer, deeper, more intense session of radiation, and that'll be on my chest only. They're not re-radiating my throat because they say A, it won't take, and B, they don't want to put me through that discomfort again. If I would do it if I thought it would work, but they told me that they don't get very good results, and obviously they didn't get that great of results the first time, did they? So that being said, that covers this week, and that's what I got going next week. Now, they have not told me for sure radiation Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just going in Monday to map it, but I know they want to jump right in. I have chemo in 2 weeks. I don't go to chemo every week. I only go every other week. And they want this radiation done before a week from Wednesday. So they've got 10, 12 days to get this radiation done. So they're going to map it out and then get those knocked out. No pain involved. It's not going to burn or anything like that that I'm aware of. That's what I've been told. I do have to see Dr. Burr Monday as well, and he's the radiation oncologist. And we're going to have more answers, so you're going to have to stay tuned next week. And that takes care of the kind of the physical part of all this and the dates and times. But I don't feel horrible. I don't feel like I did 2 years ago either. But if I didn't get any worse and I live a normal life like this with this little headache and all this, I could do it. I'm really looking forward to the days that I don't have to go to UW 2-3 times a week with multiple appointments. And I got to thank my friend and dispatcher went through a similar a battle with his significant and his wonderful wife battled a different type, but you're in it. You know, you're just in it. And he told me they'll have you running back and forth 100 times if you don't try to organize these appointments, because you're already there. And they'll say, well, let's do this. Well, I'm here now. Let's get it done. And a lot of times that works. You can really stack these appointments up where you get out of one, you go across the hall and down the road a little bit or up a floor and sit and you wait 10, 15, 20 minutes there. You go in, do another appointment. But I'm looking forward to those days are done. You know, hopefully it's because it's, you know, cancer's in remission, not because there's nothing more we can do, Mr. Wagner. But we'll see. Either way, I'm probably going to look forward to it because it wears you out. I mean, stress level up, and they look at you and say, you know, your blood pressure's a little high today. Oh, no shit. Oh, I'm surprised. It wears on you, but got a great support team. Family's been really good. My daughter's pregnant and she's going to have a baby in June. And so she's going through her own little health deals. And that, you know, takes my mind off my stuff, worrying about her, because you never quit worrying. Everybody's been really good. I've been getting a lot of support and reaching out. And I'm going to have my email dropped in the description. If you want to send me anything or more on a personal note and not have it on YouTube or Facebook, and I totally understand that. I'm going to have my email there. You can reach out to me through email and I'll give you my address or whatever. I appreciate all the thoughts and prayers and support, and people are sending me links to medical studies, and I've got nothing to do but listen to the audio or read it or what have you. So everybody's just been really good with the support and the love, and I couldn't, you know, I just feel so blessed to have each and every one of you in my life. And gosh, I hope we can just help one or two other people yet. I had a new person reach out to me this week. So not that they're going through a battle, just to support mine. And that's just super duper. So that's really all I got. I mean, I could go on and on and on about all the help and the love and the people, but it gets old. So for you folks, thanks for coming along on this journey. We're not giving up on it, and they aren't giving up on me by a long shot. But just understand it's not an overnight thing. So for Jim, Wag's Cancer Journey, you guys take care of each other. I'll see you next time.